Yes, it's BG Dollars and I'm back for another video. Now today we're discussing, well, we've got a lot to discuss. Look, why the market's crashing. S&P down 3.33%. We've also got energy starting to fall. Look at this title here. Natural gas plummets as Freeport delays facility restart following explosion. We've got my new investment, which is down 8.5%, but that was my most recent buy. We've also got energy starting to fall. The last 5 days down 10% in the S&P, the S&P sectors, the worst performing sector in the last 5 days. So we've got a lot to discuss. First of all, I'd just quickly like to shout out my Twitter. Please do follow BG Dollars on Twitter. But yeah, let's just, first of all, start with the markets. As we like to see, we like to just discuss what's going on. And the S&P, look, down 3.37%. And that's a big drop for the S&P, that one. Let's see how the NAS is getting on. The NAS down 4.1%. Huge drops on the NAS there. And these are just the flipping indexes. Wait till we get onto the risky whiskey watch list, which we'll be coming to in a minute. But first of all, growth stocks. Apple, look, down 3.86%. Awful day. DocuSign down 6.14%. You've got Google down just over 2.5%. Microsoft down 2.93%, my bad. Qualcomm 7.72% down. Autodesk down 6%. Nvidia down 6%. PayPal down 6.5%. And you got XPeng there just down below 6%. Square down almost 10% now. Just over 9% there on Square. Amazon, look, down 4.62%. We're at $102 on Amazon now. You know, we were at 100 and 185. Obviously, this is after the stock split. This is after Amazon's stock split. So this isn't the original. But look, as you can see, $80 down on Amazon there. So huge losses. Disney, look, down 2.4%. Salesforce, again, down 4.4%. Across the board, every stock's down. Look at this. Facebook, bomb. We were at $375, $376. Now we're down to 160, people. 160 for Meta. You got Zoom down 7.26 again. Look at all these crashes that we've just seen. Well, that one peaked. Obviously, that was a what's it called? A stay-at-home play, a COVID play there, and that peaked just as we were coming out of the lockdowns, really. But yeah, look, one day down 7.2. Trade Desk, look, down 8.78%. Tesla down 5.5%. Enphase down 8.5%. Pinterest down 8.5%. All these companies are massively oversold, in my opinion. But the selling just keeps continuing. And until we get inflation starting to come downwards month after month after month, until we see the Fed, well, of course, I like that 75 basis point hike, but the markets didn't seem to like it at all. Which is something I would just like to bring up, just a quick little word on that. Of course, I am aware interest rate hikes is not good for the economy. But when you've got rampant inflation, I'd rather have a hawkish Fed to prevent hyperinflation. I would take, as an investor, a recessionary period any day over hyperinflation. Because if you're in hyperinflation, the economy is going to be so much more worse than just a recessionary period. So that is why I prefer a hawkish Fed, in my opinion. Risky whiskey now. So this is the risky whiskey, and this is my new investment in StoneCo. And look, it's just down. I bought around the $8 mark, and it's down to $7.77. I will let you know why I bought that later on. Corsair down 5.9%. Fastly down 7.5%. Look. You got your meme stocks down 5.1%, Blue Apron down 4%, SunPower down 6.5%, AMC down just over 8%, Canopy Growth. Obviously, the cannabis players will be down. This thing was at $40, wasn't it? $50. Can we see a 50? There we are, $51. Look, September the 2nd, 2018. Bomb. Huge sell-offs there. Roku down. Look, again, it was at 470 or something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, 473. And bomb, we're down to $79 on Roku. It was only a few days ago, it was at 100. T-Doc down. Oh, T-Doc has just been a mess. Yeah, this thing was at, what, $290. But that earnings report T-Doc had, if any of you know about the earnings report T-Doc had, that just tanked it. Look at it. It was literally around $60. Bomb went straight down 30. It was like down 50% in one day. It was mental. Shopify, again, we're down to $304. We're going to go below 300 at this rate. Did we go below 300 there? No, we went to 301. Guarantee you Shopify will be below 300. And I like it below 300, you know. ARK, look, down 8.75% today. Lemonade down 8.64. That is Thump's favourite there, and it's down hugely. Honest down 5.17. You got the Hood continually down. Oh, it's below 7 now. We're going to see a $5 Hood soon or later. Alibaba down 5%. You got Rocket Companies down. All these are going to be down. I'm saying all these are just risk on days. And if it's not a risk on day, they're going to be down heavy. Affirm down 10%. $16 it's at now. Jesus, I didn't even know it was down that low. Marathon Digital down, look. You got Tilray Brands, Riot, SoFi. SoFi's back down to $5.50. This thing went up a little bit recently. Yeah, look, it had a good little run. This was again after April's CPI. April's CPI came out around about here. Boom, that's what I'm saying. When inflation came out lower for April, the markets loved it. Then it came out for May, boom, we started tanking again. Smart Direct Club now down to $1. $1, down 9% today. Coinbase down 6.5%. Palantir's down to $7 now, people. 3 times ARK. Well, that's just going to be absolutely devastated today, isn't it? We'll quickly just run through some of the safety should be up, but IBM's down. Dollar Tree's still down. United Parcel wouldn't really count as a set. I don't know why it's on my. Tyson Foods down. Costco's down. You got Cisco down. You got Berkshire Hathaway. Look, even the safety stocks are down. Coca-Cola, look, down 1%. Even the safety stocks are down today. McDonald's, that you said nothing is up. Nothing, no stock is up. You got P&G, Procter & Gamble up 1.13%. There's a little PepsiCo up. No, PepsiCo's down. AT&T's down. Johnson & Johnson down. So look. The only stock we saw on the whole 3 portfolios, 3 watch lists on the risky whiskies, the growths, and the safety. The only stock we saw up was Procter & Gamble. So there you have it. Nothing more needs to be said on that one. Awful day, just an awful day. And you've got the indexes down, Nasdaq over down 4%, the S&P down over 3%. So it's just an awful day. But I just want to bring up sector and industry performance year to date. Obviously, energy look up 47.42%. It's been absolutely hammering it. But this is one thing that I like to see when we're trying to get inflation under control. Let's have a little look. Look, in the past 5 trading days, you've got energy down the most out of all of the sectors in the S&P. You've got next materials and next utilities. What does that say, folks? Inflation's starting to come down, isn't it? All them 3 sectors are inflationary. Energy, materials, utilities, all inflationary sectors. They're skyrocketing when inflation is out of control, when people think inflation is going to be rampant. All them 3 are down the most out of all the sectors. That is huge news. Huge news. It just goes to show energy is starting to come down. And on energy starting to come down, look at this. Natural gas plummets as Freeport delays facility restart following explosion. So if none of you didn't clock on this one, natural gas prices plunged on Tuesday after Freeport LNG said its facility that had a fire last week won't be back up and running soon. Given the relatively contained area of the facility physically impacted by the incident, a resumption of partial operations is targeted to be achieved in approximately 90 days. So US natural gas fell about 16% on this news. Again, inflation starting to come down. US natural gas market will now temporarily be oversupplied. Look at that. That is brilliant news. Oversupplied. Brilliant. Demand for US natural gas has been abruptly eliminated. Look at that. Brilliant news. That's what you want to see. You want inflation to come down. You want to see stuff like this. US natural gas supply will likely remain at current levels as producers won't reproduction. The result is an oversupplied US natural gas market. Brilliant. You know, that's enough for me to just stand up and start, clapping that news, because that is just amazing. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see inflation coming down. Surging prices adding to inflationary pressures across the economy. Drivers already grappling with record prices at the pump, with a national average for a gallon topping $5 over the weekend. Now utility bills are also set to rise. Look, you've got utility bills set to rise. We want to see, obviously, Costco, Target, Walmart, their inventory issues. Folks, it's looking good for inflation. We've got a lot of things starting to come together now. It's looking good for inflation. You've got energy sector, worst performing sector in the last 5 days in the S&P. Energy starting to sell off. Look, it's looking very good for a nice June CPI report so far throughout this month. But my new investment, StoneCo Limited, a very risk-on investment. Very risk-on. And also, StoneCo is in the fintech space. Now, that is not good really for a recession. So you're thinking, well, why the bloody hell did you buy it, BG Dollars? Well, I bought it because A, the finances on this company are unbelievable. Very, very strong. Really good growth. They're based in Brazil. Brazil, very cash heavy in Brazil. These lot are doing cashless society. They're bringing out transactions over phone, transactions over card, like bomb, contactless, all this, that. But huge company, huge growth opportunity there. Brazil, an emerging market. Of course, they're still using cash, so there's a lot of opportunity there. StoneCo have been running for quite a few years now, and look at where their price is as well. Look at this. They used to be up at the $90 range, $95. Severely oversold, in my opinion. And recently, if we have a look at a little technical analysis, recently, look, it hasn't really been anywhere. We've sort of stumped out here, and then we stumped out a little bit lower, and now we're back here again. So since about, look, mid-March, the stock company hasn't gone really much lower. That's a positive sign, in my opinion, in terms of the technical analysis, that we may be seeing a trend reversal. So I hopped in there at $8. Obviously, it's down to $7.74 because the markets have gone to appalling today. But look, bottom line is, folks, inflationary pressures are looking very, very good. Inflation start to come down. We've got the 75 basis point, again, very, very good for inflation. We're seeing natural gas starting to plummet. We're seeing the energy sector starting to plummet. We're seeing Costco, Target, Walmart, all these big retailers coming out and saying, look, we've got a big inventory issue here. We've got massive supply and the demand ain't there. We're going to have to start bringing prices down. All very, very good for inflation. So hopefully we get a good June inflation report and hopefully then markets start to rebound. But today, awful day. You've got the NAS down 4.1%. Let's see where the S&P's starting at. You've got the S&P down 3.28%. Again, this is what I'm saying. Now energy's starting to fall. The S&P will start to fall big. Energy was holding up the S&P. Healthcare was holding up the S&P. They were the only two good performances year to date. You have materials good performance and utilities a good performance year to date. Now we're seeing them start to fall. Now we're seeing them start to crumble. Boom, the SPY, you're getting drops like this down 3.25% because simply nothing's up now. Energy is starting to fall. Energy was pretty much the only sector that was doing well. And now that is starting to fall. That brings down inflation. We could be seeing a market bottom start to form, but I am no financial advisor. Do not, quote me on this. But as I said, I've started doing a risk-on investment. I start to see there's some good signs here starting to build up. So hey, I'm happy as an investor. But today, awful day. You just got to keep buying good companies, big growth opportunities. These prices won't be here all the time, okay? So take advantage of it. That's BG Dollars and I'm over and out. See you in the next one.